Look at your car right now, not the paint. Look at the plastic. The black plastic trim around your windows, the plastic bumpers, the plastic mirror housings, the plastic door handles. Is it gray? Faded? Chalky? Does it look old and worn out even though your paint still looks decent? That faded gray plastic is aging your car by 10 years. It makes a perfectly good car look tired, neglected, and cheap. And here is what dealers do about this. They charge you $150 to $300 for a plastic restoration service. They send your car to the detailing bay. A technician spends 15 minutes applying a product that costs them $3, and they hand you back your car looking brand new. But here is what they never tell you. There is a kitchen oil sitting in your cupboard right now that does the exact same thing. Permanently. For $1, not temporarily, not for a few weeks, permanently. I am going to show you exactly what it is, why it works, and how to apply it correctly for results that last years. My name is Dr. Lisa, and today dealers lose another customer forever. Stay until the end, because I am going to show you the one application mistake that makes faded plastic look even worse. Avoid this, and your results will be flawless. Let's get into it. First, let me explain exactly why car plastic fades, because understanding this is the key to fixing it permanently. Your car's exterior plastic, bumpers, trim, mirror housings, is made from a material called polypropylene or ABS plastic. When this plastic is manufactured, it contains oils and plasticizers inside the material. These internal oils are what give new plastic its deep black color, its flexibility, and its surface sheen. Over time, exposure to UV sunlight is the main culprit. UV radiation from the sun breaks down these internal oils. It oxidizes the surface of the plastic. The oils migrate out of the plastic and evaporate. As the oils disappear, the plastic loses its color. It turns from deep black to dull gray. The surface becomes rough and chalky instead of smooth and shiny. This is called UV degradation. Heat makes it worse. Rain makes it worse. Car washes with harsh chemicals make it worse. Here is what most people do not know. The plastic underneath that gray chalky surface is perfectly fine. It is not damaged. It is not deteriorated. It has simply lost its oil content. Which means, if you restore the oil content, you restore the appearance. Completely. Permanently. This is the principle behind every professional plastic restorer product on the market. They are all, without exception, oil-based compounds designed to penetrate the plastic surface and replenish the lost oils. The cheapest professional plastic restorer costs $8 a bottle. The most expensive costs $50. And the kitchen oil I am about to show you works on exactly the same principle, for $1. So what is this $1 kitchen oil? Castor oil. Plain, pure castor oil. Available at any pharmacy, grocery store, or online for under $2 for a large bottle that will last you years. Now before you say, I heard coconut oil works, or I heard olive oil works, let me explain why castor oil specifically is the correct choice. This matters. The wrong oil will make your plastic look worse within weeks. Coconut oil, too heavy. It sits on the surface instead of penetrating. It attracts dust and dirt. Within weeks, your plastic looks dirtier than before. Olive oil oxidizes quickly when exposed to UV light. Within 2 to 3 weeks, it turns sticky and rancid on the plastic surface. Makes the problem worse. Vegetable oil, same problem as olive oil. Too light, oxidizes fast, collects dirt. WD-40. Many people try this. It works for about 2 weeks and then the plastic fades again worse than before. WD-40 is a solvent and water displacer, not a plastic conditioner. Castor oil is different. Castor oil has a unique chemical property. It contains ricinoleic acid. This fatty acid has an extremely low volatility rate. It does not evaporate. It does not oxidize quickly in UV light. When castor oil penetrates into plastic, it stays there. It bonds with the plastic polymer chains. It does not wash off in rain. It does not evaporate in heat. This is why castor oil produces permanent results, while other oils produce temporary ones. Let me explain the chemistry of why castor oil works permanently on car plastic. Polypropylene and ABS plastic have a molecular structure that is porous at the microscopic level. When new, these pores are filled with the original plasticizers and oils built into the material during manufacturing. UV degradation does 2 things. First, It breaks down the molecular chains on the surface, creating a rough oxidized layer. Second, it removes the oils from the pores, leaving them empty. This empty oxidized surface is what appears gray and chalky. When you apply castor oil, the ricinoleic acid penetrates these microscopic pores due to its low viscosity and high surface affinity for polymer materials. Once inside, the castor oil molecules bond loosely with the polymer chains. Because ricinoleic acid is a hydroxyl fatty acid, it has a polar end that is attracted to the polar surfaces inside the plastic structure. This bonding is why it stays permanently. Other oils do not have this polar attraction. They sit on the surface and eventually wash away or evaporate. In addition, castor oil has a very high refractive index of 1.478. This means it bends and reflects light in a way that makes the plastic appear deep black rather than dull gray. This is exactly the chemistry that $40 professional plastic restoration products exploit. They are castor oil derivatives with a fancy label and a 4,000% markup. Here is everything you need. Item 1, pure castor oil. Must say 100% pure castor oil. Cost, $1 to $2. Item 2, microfiber cloths. 2 or 3, always microfiber, never paper towels. Cost, $1 each. Item 3, isopropyl alcohol or rubbing alcohol. For cleaning before application. Critical step. Cost, $1. Item 4, hairdryer. For warming plastic before application. You already have this. Item 5, masking tape. To protect your car paint. Cost, $1. Total cost, $2 to $4 for everything. Compare to dealer plastic restoration service, $150 to $300. Professional product, $8 to $50 per bottle. Follow every step exactly. Preparation is everything. Step 1, clean the plastic thoroughly. Spray isopropyl alcohol onto a microfiber cloth. Wipe down every piece of plastic you plan to treat. Scrub firmly to remove all surface oxidation, dirt, wax residue, and old product buildup. The cloth will turn gray. That is the oxidized layer coming off. Keep wiping until no more gray residue transfers. For heavily oxidized plastic, use an old toothbrush to scrub the isopropyl alcohol into the textured surface. Your plastic may look even grayer after this step. That is normal and correct. Step 2, tape off adjacent paint. Apply masking tape along the edge where plastic trim meets your car paint. Clean professional edge. Step 3, warm the plastic. Use your hairdryer on low setting to gently warm the plastic surface for 20 to 30 seconds per section. The plastic should feel warm, not hot. Warm plastic has expanded pores. It absorbs oil much more deeply. This is what makes results last years instead of months. Step 4, apply castor oil with microfiber cloth. Put a coin-sized amount of castor oil onto a clean microfiber cloth. Work it into the plastic in firm circular motions, one section at a time. The transformation is immediate. Gray, chalky plastic turns deep black right before your eyes. Work the oil into every crevice and texture pattern. Make sure it reaches into all the grooves. Step 5, wait 10 minutes. Leave the plastic completely undisturbed for 10 minutes. The oil is penetrating into the surface. Step 6, buff off excess. Take a clean, dry microfiber cloth and gently buff off all excess oil. The plastic should feel dry to the touch. Satin black finish, not wet or greasy. If any greasy patches remain, buff more firmly. No excess oil should remain on the surface. Step 7, remove masking tape. Peel carefully for a clean, professional edge. Step 8, second coat for heavily faded plastic. For severely faded plastic, apply a second coat immediately. First coat restores the surface. Second coat penetrates deeper for maximum longevity. How long does it last? 3 to 6 months in normal conditions. Reapply in 5 minutes with no cleaning required. The moment you wipe castor oil onto gray plastic, the transformation is instant and dramatic. Gray, chalky, faded plastic turns deep, glossy black in seconds. The texture pattern becomes visible again. The trim looks factory fresh. People who see your car after this treatment will ask if you replaced the plastic trim entirely. The answer is no. You put $1 of castor oil on it. The one mistake that makes faded plastic permanently worse: applying oil to dirty, unclean plastic. If you skip the isopropyl alcohol cleaning step, The oil seals the gray oxidation layer to the surface. The plastic turns patchy gray-black that looks worse than before, and it is very difficult to fix. The cleaning step is not optional. It is the most important part of the entire process. Clean first. Always. No exceptions. Second mistake, applying too much oil and not buffing the excess. Too much castor oil left on the surface becomes sticky. It attracts dust. Within days, the plastic looks dirty and streaky. Apply thin coat. Buff off every bit of excess. Dry to the touch when finished. Here's the math. Dealer plastic restoration service cost $150 to $300. Their product cost $5 to $10. Their labor time 15 to 20 minutes. Their profit per car $140 to $290. 10 cars per day, $1,400 to $2,900 profit from a 15-minute service. And here is what makes it even worse. Many professional plastic restoration products list castor oil derivatives as their primary active ingredient. They take castor oil, process it slightly, put it in a branded bottle, charge you 40 times the price. Today you cut out every middleman completely. 3 bonus tips before I go. Bonus tip 1. For plastic that is scratched and faded. Treat the fading with castor oil first. Then heat the scratched area gently with a hairdryer. For shallow scratches, gentle heat causes the plastic to relax, and the scratch partially disappears. For deeper scratches, fill with black plastic repair compound, $5, before applying castor oil. Bonus tip 2. Add UV protection after restoration. After applying castor oil, spray a light coat of UV protectant spray over the plastic. This extends your restoration from 3 months to 6 to 12 months. UV protectant spray costs $5. Bonus tip 3. Treat all exterior plastic. This method works on every piece of exterior plastic. Bumpers, step boards, wheel arch liners, underbody panels, mirror housings, wiper arms, grills, everything. Treating your entire car takes 30 minutes and costs about $0.50 in castor oil. The full vehicle transformation is remarkable. Your car looks years younger. Let me recap everything we covered today. Pure castor oil, $1 from any pharmacy, permanently restores any faded gray car plastic to deep black. Ricinoleic acid penetrates and bonds with the plastic polymer structure, replenishing the oils that UV sunlight removed. Clean with isopropyl alcohol first. Warm the plastic gently. Apply thin coat with microfiber cloth. Wait 10 minutes. Buff all excess off completely. Results are immediate and dramatic. Lasts 3 to 6 months. Reapply in 5 minutes. Dealers charge $150 to $300 for this. You just learned it for $1. If this video saved you money, subscribe right now. Every day I expose a cheap fix that dealers and big companies are hiding from you. Last video I showed you how to cool any room 12 degrees for free. Next week I am going to show you how a $2 kitchen liquid removes any oil stain from your driveway permanently. Companies charge $300 for this exact service. Drop a comment. How faded is your car plastic right now on a scale of 1 to 10? I reply to every single comment. Thank you for watching Dr. Lisa Survival. See you next video.